families, all together now. All Together Now is Flatiron's first summer program. Faith, family, and fun. Intentionally created with you and your family in mind. It's available in July.
Greatest day in history. Death has beaten, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same. Oh, happy day, happy day. When you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same. No, 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 forever I am changed. Forever I am changed.
Hey everyone, I'm Diggin' Dottie, and I'm an archaeologist. I just love to dig. Now, normally I love to dig in the sand, but today I'm gonna be a glacial archaeologist. I'm gonna dig in the snow. Raise your hand if you love to dig too. That's awesome, because I'm gonna need your help today. See, I use the stuff I dig up to help me solve mysteries. Will you help? Yeah! All right. When I say, can you dig it? I want you to say, we can dig it. You think you can do that? Okay, let's try. Can you dig it?
We can dig it.
That is perfect. So check out all my cool digging stuff. I got my ice pick over here. Of course, my shovel. But my most important tool is my Bible field guide. My Bible field guide helps me solve the mystery. And the mystery that we're trying to solve today is God always with us? I'm hoping you can help me dig up a clue so we can solve our mystery. Let's go. Whoa. First, my Bible field guide says I need to walk like an Egyptian east. But which way's east? I know. Whoa, that way. Let's walk like an Egyptian. Here we go. Good job. Let's see what's next. Whoa. This says I need to do 3 karate kicks forward. Do you think you can count my karate kicks for me?
Yeah!
Okay, here we go. 3 karate kicks forward. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Great job. But where do you think our clue might be?
Right there!
Wow, you're right. I bet it's under this X. Can you dig it?
We can dig it.
Grab your shovels and let's get to digging. Count the scoops of snow with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's this? Huh? It's a piece of bread. I wonder if someone left their lunch here. No. I bet it has to do with the story of Joseph. Do you think?
Yeah!
I hope so. Let's check our Bible field guide. Bread is good food when you need to eat. A dream about cows makes our story complete. A dream about cows? I am so confused. We've got to figure this out. All right, bread clue, show me what you can do.
This is really good food. Oh, hey, it's me again, Joseph, and I'm so glad you all came back to hear the rest of my story. Let me catch you up. My father Jacob had 12 sons, but I was his favorite. And to show me just how much he loved me, he gave me a new fancy, beautiful, great, and colorful coat. Isn't it amazing? But my brothers, they were not very happy about this coat. They didn't like it at all that I was the favorite son. And I didn't help anything when I told them about two of my dreams. Dreams where I was in charge of them and they were bowing down to me. They got so angry with me that they beat me up, tore off my coat, and sold me as a slave to a far, far away place called Egypt. In Egypt, I worked really hard as a slave in an important man's house, but I got blamed for something terrible, something I didn't even do, and I was thrown into jail. In jail, I met two friends, the baker and the waiter. These friends had some crazy dreams, and with God's help, I told them what their dreams meant. I asked one of my friends, the waiter, to remember me when he got out of jail, but it seemed like he'd forgotten me. But when the king of Egypt had a crazy dream about cows, my friend finally remembered me. He told the king that I could help him understand what his cow dream meant. When the king of Egypt had a crazy dream about cows, my friend finally remembered me. He told the king that I could help him understand what his cow dream meant. So the king asked for me, and I told him his dream meant that a famine was coming, where the people would run out of food and there would be no more food, and they would be hungry. The king was so thankful for my help that he got me out of jail, and he made me a ruler. I was put in charge of saving up food for everyone, and you are not going to believe what happened next. So the day came when all the food ran out, but people from all over traveled to Egypt to eat the food that I had saved. Some of these people, though, were my very own brothers. Remember them? They're the ones who hurt me. And they stood in front of me and they asked me for food. But they didn't know it was me. They didn't know I was a ruler in Egypt. But I knew who they were right away. My stomach jumped and my throat got tight. I could not believe it was my brothers standing right in front of me. It had been such a long time. And now here they were, bowing down to me, just like I had dreamed about so long ago. At first, I was so angry with them. They had made my life so hard. I even threw one of them into jail. But after a while, I just felt sad. I asked all my brothers to come to me, and I told them, "I'm your brother, Joseph." At first they were afraid. They knew how mean they'd been to me, and now I was their ruler, and they wondered if I would hurt them. But instead, I just chose to forgive them. And I gave them a huge hug. And I told them about how God had always been with me. So I asked my brothers to just stay with me in Egypt. And they even went and got my father. It was so amazing. My family was all together again. God had a plan the whole time to bring us back together because God was always with us.
Wow! Can you believe that Joseph's brothers came to Egypt to get food from him? I am so glad that Joseph forgave his brothers, even though they were very mean to him. God was always with Joseph, which means God is always with us. Wait, we solved our mystery. Is God always with us? Yes, the Bible tells us that. Look here, this is Jesus talking. I am with you always, even until the end of the world. Matthew 28:20. That means that God is always with us. Let's practice that verse a couple more times. Do what I do. I am with you always, even until the end of the world. Matthew 28:20. Great job. Let's do that one more time. I am with you always, even until the end of the world. Matthew 28:20. Great digging today, friends. I'm so glad we solved our mystery. Can you dig it?
We can dig it.
I'll see you later.
My God is strong. He'll do anything big or small. Nothing is impossible for a super wonderful God. Every day I can know God is always there for me and my family. Every day I can know greater is the one who lives inside me. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Our God is strong. He'll do anything big or small. Nothing is impossible for a super wonderful God. Every day I can know God is always there for me and my family. Yeah, every day I can know greater is the one who lives inside me. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful
Welcome back to our final week of Undefeated, where we will get to see who will be undefeated in our most dramatic finale yet. Our game creators have had some crazy challenges for us that continue to point us back to the Bible. And today, we will find out why.
That is right, Phil. Boy, it's been a wild ride. But it's not over yet. Let's check out what our contestants have been through so far.
Jane misunderstood the story, and that ultimately left her defeated. Then Eddie's confidence didn't help him out as he tried to choke down the undefeated cake. That left him defeated. And Waldo was... where was Waldo? Well, that brings us to the final two, Belinda and Lizzie. Let's see who will be undefeated. Meet Lizzie. She has worked as a safari guide at Ngorongoro Crater for the past 5 years after studying the eating habits of a dung beetle. She holds her own against the lions, cheetahs, and wild dogs found in Tanzania, but on Konimoki, will she be undefeated? Last but certainly not least is Belinda. She's a mother of 5 from the wild Amazon rainforest, where she and her husband have been raising their children to live off the land. She has competed and won several Amazonian warrior races, But again, on Coney Moki, will she be undefeated?
Hey, good job on all the challenges. I'm a tough competitor. Yeah, I don't know why they just don't call her right now. We all know I'm gonna defeat you. Well, I did beat you at eating the bug cake. That's something to brag about. Ew, bug breath.
Ladies, are you ready for your final challenge? The most challenging one yet.
Yes! Yeah, I'm ready to take her down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final challenge, the Den of Beasts.
First, contestants must find 3 keys to unlock their box. Sounds simple, right? Well, it's not quite that easy. To find that first key, contestants will dig through the holes that are home to the mean black viper snakes. The next key is hidden among the Coney Moki leeches. And the final key is in that lovely bowl of hissing cockroaches. Once they get all 3 keys, they can unlock the box to find the instructions for their final challenge. Contestants ready. When you hear the gong, you may begin. Ready, set.
Enter the beast's den. Pluck a hair from the lion's mane? Excuse me? We have to do what? We'll for sure be defeated. What kind of challenge is this? You're gonna hear from my attorneys.
Okay, calm down. I know the game creators know what they're doing. Oh, here they are. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we've got it. We need to look at Daniel 6. Producer, Bible, please. Seriously? A little help, please?
What do we got, Jerry?
Oh yeah, lions are definitely included. Let's check this out. A man named Daniel loved and trusted God and was a really hard worker. The king was so impressed that he made Daniel in charge of the whole kingdom. The other people who worked for the king did not like this. They were really jealous and upset that Daniel was in charge. Together, they all tried to find a way to get Daniel in trouble. The problem was, it was really hard because Daniel had so much integrity. He didn't do a lot of bad stuff. But the other workers who didn't like him remembered how much Daniel loved God and thought of a very sneaky way to trap him. The workers went to the king and talked about how great they thought the king was, which of course the king really liked. They convinced him to make a law that no one could worship anything except for him, the king, for the next 30 days. Then, the most crazy part, the punishment if someone did not follow this law was to be thrown into a lion's den. When Daniel heard about this law, he might have been scared, but he knew God was more powerful than any lions. So he continued to worship God. He must have believed what Psalm 147 verse 5 tells us. Great is our Lord and mighty in power. So he did the same thing he always did. Right in front of his window, he got down on his knees and worshipped God. The other men were watching and waiting for this. They immediately went to the king. They said, "Hey, king, remember that law you just made? Well, Daniel broke the law. He was just worshiping and praying to his God. You know what that means. Guess we better send him to the lions." The king was really sad. He liked Daniel. Daniel was his friend. He did not want to throw him into a lion's den, but the law could not be changed. They brought Daniel to the lion's den and threw him in. The king was so worried. He stayed up all night wondering, was Daniel still alive? Did the lions get him? Was Daniel's God mighty and powerful enough to save him? The king sure hoped so. As soon as morning came, the king ran to the lion's den. He peeked in, probably terrified of what he might find. When he got there, he saw that Daniel was alive. Daniel's God, the one true God, had saved him. The king was so happy his friend was still alive. He knew this must be the real God if he could save Daniel from lions. He even said that everyone was to respect Daniel's God for as long as he was king. The king had a heart change because God defeated the lions.
Wow! God is so mighty. All right, I think our competitors are ready to find out who is going to be this year's undefeated champion.
Yeah, can we get on with the challenges? You guys need to fire your game creators for coming up with such impossible challenges.
Well, they may have been a bit crazy, but I think they are trying to get across a really important point about who is truly undefeated. That brings us to the final question for us to determine the winner. Answer this out loud. Who is undefeated?
Oh, I got this. I am undefeated. I am undefeated because I was smart enough to get through that puzzle. I had the endurance to eat that nasty bug cake and crack all of those crazy coconuts. I am strong. I am brave. I am full of perseverance. I will take on any competitor any day.
Well, there you have it, Jerry. I think we have our winner.
Whoa, Phil. Slow your roll. Lizzie still has to answer. Let's see what she has to say.
I have had so much fun during my time undefeated, and it has definitely been a hard challenge. I came ready to dominate, but I learned something really unexpected. I do not deserve the title of undefeated. I don't think Belinda does either. All of these Bible stories have really taught me something. Everyone we learned about had to do something that seemed impossible, but they were all undefeated. It wasn't because of themselves, though. It was because of someone much stronger, and they couldn't have done it without him. It was God. God is undefeated. He is the only one who truly deserves the title of undefeated.
That is exactly what I think the creators were trying to tell us the whole time. All the people in the Bible we have talked about knew that God was with them and could never be defeated. He is mighty in power. Lizzie, because you answered correctly, you are the winner of this season's Undefeated. But we all learned that it is truly God. God is undefeated.